What's up, everybody? My name is Jaspreet Singh and welcome to the Minority Mindset. Real estate investing can be intimidating, and if you mess up, it can be really expensive. So, after being involved in millions of dollars worth of real estate transactions and investments, here are my top 5 tips that I learned the hard way. First, you have to have real estate investment insurance. This is different than just regular real estate insurance because a lot of times regular real estate insurance will not insure your property if your property is vacant. If you have an investment property, your property is going to be vacant every time a tenant leaves. You want to make sure you're covered. Plus, insurance is your first line of defense in case you get sued. Yes, once you enter business, there's a possibility you might get sued. One of my real estate companies was sued because one of our tenants claimed that the bathtub got really slippery when the water was on. This is a true story. Second, manage your management company. It's important to have a management company manage your real estate because they're going to be the ones that are doing the day-to-day operations and they'll be the ones that are taking the tenant phone calls. Your job as an investor is to find more ways to grow your money and to cash in the rent checks. You don't want to be the one taking phone calls at 2 in the morning to coordinate toilet repairs. But just because you're hands off does not mean you shouldn't be involved. Your management company should be giving you monthly or quarterly reports. Make sure you look at them, add up the numbers, make sure it's all making sense, and look at the expenses that they're charging you. Make sure it makes sense. The first management company I hired was cheap, and I got what I paid for. They didn't do anything. The tenants were calling me with complaints. The tenants told me that the managers were harassing them, and the managers apparently never even signed a lease for the tenants they put in the property. Not all management companies are the same. Make sure you thoroughly interview your managers before you hire them. And after I fired these guys a few months later, I found out they went out of business. Third, make sure you get title insurance on your property. And if you're buying and improving distressed real estate, make sure you increase the value of your title policy. Title insurance is different than regular insurance because title insurance protects your title. Your title is your ownership rights in the property. They do that by making sure there are no other clouds or liens on the title. Here's what that means. Let's say you buy a $100,000 property from Sally. 6 months later, you get a letter from John Doe saying that he's the actual owner of the property and that Sally either didn't have ownership when she sold it to you or she didn't have the right to sell you the property. Yes, this does happen. About a year after investing in my first commercial real estate property, we got a letter in the mail from a bank saying that they just foreclosed on our property. Keep in mind, we never got a loan. Apparently, the seller who sold us the property had a loan against the property but didn't tell anybody. The title company who we bought the property with was supposed to figure this out, but they didn't. So, because nobody knew about the loan and nobody was paying it, the bank decided to foreclose on us. Luckily, we had title insurance, so it was the title insurance company's job to pay the bank so they could get the property back for us. A standard title insurance policy will cover you up to the purchase price of your property. So, if you buy a property for $100,000, the most that they will be willing to pay out is $100,000. But now, what if I buy a property for $100,000 and then I put in $500,000 worth of work? I have $600,000 in the property, but my title insurance will still only cover me for the first $100,000. So if somebody brings a title claim for $300,000 against me, they're only going to cover the first $100,000. This is why it's super important to raise the value of your title insurance policy if you're going to be improving real estate. Fourth, you only want to work with licensed and bonded contractors. I do a lot of work with distressed real estate, and I cannot stress how expensive it is to be cheap when it comes to contractors. Pay a little bit more money up front to get a licensed and bonded contractor to do your work, because if they screw up, they'll be more likely to have money to fix it. Without going into all the details in this video, I've had to pay people to undo and redo the work of unlicensed contractors on at least 3 occasions. I will not do that again. It is so expensive to pay somebody to undo the work that somebody did and then pay them again to redo the work. Don't try to cut costs here. Now, this doesn't mean you should go and hire the most expensive contractor because you'll end up broke. When you have some work to be done, get 3 licensed contractors to give you bids and then negotiate with them for a fair price. And fifth, hire a specialized real estate attorney to help you with your deals. You don't want to hire just any attorney. You want to hire a specialized real estate attorney. These people will help you set up a company or an entity to hold your properties. This way you're not personally liable in case you get sued. They'll help you with your taxes so you can pay the least amount of money in taxes as possible legally. And they'll help you with all of your contracts so you don't get screwed over. What real estate investing questions do you have? Let me know in the comments below and I'll try to answer them in a later video. And remember, if you want to see how you can grow or start your business, I have a free video series that will show you how you can do it. You can watch the videos on my website by clicking this link right here or by clicking the link in the caption. And be sure to subscribe to the Minority Mindset YouTube channel because we're coming out with new videos on business, entrepreneurship, and money every single week. And share this with your friends on Facebook so they can learn too. Follow me on Snapchat for daily entrepreneurship and business tips. Take a picture or screenshot of this image right here. Go to Snapchat, click add friends, add my snap code to select this image. Follow us on Instagram, and as always, keep hustling.